is a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Moore will throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out. And you should be ready to extract some revenge. So,
howdy on the Jets! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Give to the tailback. Oh, he's got a chance. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards, continue to do that, and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They grabbed the early lead. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Taking it the other way.
And that's not the attempt you want to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore to the air. There's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throw. On target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Use the play fake, down to throw. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Moore will throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step and trying to be better.
He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
More to the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. You barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
One thing this team has shown early this year is not taking long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. Now you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch you. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. That's caught, it's eyes. It's wide open. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Finding open area. There he goes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd knows this defense needs them. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The 1st half draws near to a close. Here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Key. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's got it. First down and more. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He makes a catch. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Got the back over the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll set up the throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Lofts run high and deep. Snags it on the right. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
The big question mark in this offense coming into the year, guys, who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Let's go to the studio now check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a couple. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Ives. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the grab. It's Ives.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Key.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Toss to the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
Almost free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the Ducks decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Huskers will hustle to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Off the RPO, complete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Grabs behind the line. It's Ives. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Nebraska. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Moore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Key. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yeah, that guy.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to pass, it's Rayola. Dumps it to the back. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got his man. Touchdown, Cornhusker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the football.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. A strike downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock. If you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment. It continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.